Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of CoinNewsExtra interview session. So today we'll be talking about how blockchain can facilitate international trade, and we have an expert in this area. He is Hadi Malaeb. Hadi Malaeb is the CEO at Agora Group. Hadi, you're welcome to CoinNewsExtra.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you. So we'll be talking about how blockchain can facilitate international trade. We've seen what is happening in the trade sector, what is happening, nations trading against each other, and how we are trying to look at how blockchain can facilitate this international trade. So, but before we go to that topic, we would like to have a brief about your background.
Okay, sure. So my name is Hadi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Agora Group. Agora Group is a company based in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, and our mission is to help international companies connect with investors in the Arab world and to open up markets in the Arab world and in the African market as well. So basically, we help companies that want to raise funds to meet with qualified investors, and we help companies that want to expand into the Arab world to meet with potential buyers of their product and services.
Interesting. So you have a very good experience in this sector. How is the state of international trade, most especially in this pandemic?
Okay, so I mean, it's not a secret when we all know that the entire world economy has almost came to a complete halt due to COVID-19. There are sectors that are much more impacted than others. Any sector that has to do with physical connection between people has been hugely impacted. Sectors like travel, tourism, hospitality, restaurants, cafes, nightlife has been impacted much harder than technology providers or online service providers or online retailers. So there has been an impact felt all over the industries, but to various degrees. Some industries have gained a lot from this. Some have suffered a lot. The majority of businesses have suffered from COVID-19. For us, for example, as Agora uses physical platform to connect investors with companies that are raising funds and with buyers and vendors. So we usually do some type of events, physical events to connect these together. Needless to say, we haven't done any single physical event in the last 9 years. So of course, that has a huge impact on our bottom line and on our revenue. But it also forces us as a company to come up with alternative solutions. So we have introduced a number of digital-based solutions to overcome this period of time. And what started up to be as a backup plan for not being able to do physical events, I am sure will continue as very viable products back in the future that will run parallel to physical events. So yes, COVID-19 has created havoc in the world economy, but it also has created opportunity.
Interesting. So he's in COVID-19 has already also created havoc, and it has also created opportunities. So how do you think blockchain can facilitate this trade in this situation?
Okay, so it has many real life applications. We hear a lot about digital currencies mainly when we talk about blockchain, but blockchain is much more than that. And I think that what blockchain can offer that is hugely needed right now in the entire business model that we are following is a measure of trust in all the transactions that are being conducted. Some kind of a mechanism that we know can be trusted without the need of going into private details about that link that creates the trust. So basically, I think this is where blockchain has the most impact and the most value is bringing trust into international commerce and international trade, and bringing also more transparency and more traceability in all the different factors that relate to international trade. Some government in our area, like Saudi Arabia, for example, and UAE, have jointly launched some initiatives to integrate blockchain into their financial dealing from government to government. And that's very, very important here in the region, because once you start getting government to adopt blockchain and digital payments, then it's only a matter of time before everybody else starts adapting this technology quickly. In the GCC area, when I say the GCC area, is the Gulf Cooperation Council, which is composed of 6 countries: Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, and Kuwait. So these 6 countries that form GCC, the economy in these countries are still much driven by the government, by government initiatives. So when the government adopts a certain technology or a certain way of doing things, then most of the private sectors will follow suit soon. So Saudi Arabia and the UAE announced something last year, a digital currency, to facilitate trade between them. And we're still, waiting for them to actually fully implement it. Once that is done, I think it will have a huge impact on blockchain and digital payment adoption in the area.
Okay, interesting. There are many things that have been said about blockchain, and people feel that blockchain is going to play a much role in the trade sector. So, what are some of the challenges? There should be challenges associated with blockchain technology, and do you think that blockchain has a future in the trade sector?
Yes, absolutely, and I think that I already identified a couple of benefits that that blockchain definitely can bring in, which is transparency, trust, and traceability. These 3 things are huge in international trade, and blockchain can help with all these 3 factors. It also can reduce cost of it if more digital payment on trade. So all these things are very important for the future of blockchain. The challenges are, like any emerging technology, is getting people to understand it, and also to try to educate people. So this is why I think what you guys are doing is very important. Anything that is related to educating people about blockchain technology and helping adoption of blockchain technology is going to be crucial in making this technology available for the masses and making adoption a reality.
Okay, I was going to ask you how Agora Group is playing a role in facilitating international trade. It's like you already mentioned it. Are there other things you feel like you want to add to that before we draw the curtain?
Well, I mean, we are at the center of international trade and funding in the UAE. We are not brokers, neither are we financial consultant. What we are is matchmakers. Is we try to find very good investors, and we put them in front of very good investment opportunities. Who invest with whom is not our decision, because this is of course left to the investors and the company that is raising funds. Or we also work with companies that want to sell product and services, and we also get them to meet with buyers of these services, potential buyers of these services. But we also don't get involved in the deal making. We leave them together. So we are matchmakers on the business side. We operate in many verticals. We work a lot in healthcare technology. We work a lot in blockchain. We work in education technology. We work in energy technology. And we're introducing some other opportunities. We also work in cybersecurity. So we have a lot of verticals, fintech as well. And all of our events follow the same model, which is introducing buyers and vendors together through a live platform. Now, because of COVID, we are offering alternative platforms that are digitally based. But any way you look at it, Agora is at the center of international trade in our region because we try to do the matchmaking right.
Interesting, very much interesting. Thank you very much, Hadi Malaeb, for joining us today on CoinNewsExtra interview.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you.